Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, it's Maxim again, and we finally have got another gacha event. It's called the Mid-Autumn Gacha, so maybe they're gonna make them seasonal now, like once every 3 months, quarterly. I used to think that they are a bit more often, but maybe I was wrong, or maybe they changed that, whatever the case. It's called a gacha because you're paying to get a chance to get some stuff. And you might also fail to get it, so it depends on your luck how much stuff you get. And this video is basically gonna be more of a quicker guide slash overview slash tutorial about how this whole thing works. There is not gonna be a proper math breakdown for the reason that I couldn't find when I already made the math breakdown in the past, and I wasn't able to find it, so I'll have to make it again. And there is a spreadsheet by another author, like by someone else, but it's wrong. Okay, it's mathematically wrong because he's basically not counting with some of the things here that are there, like he's not really counting with the chances to get 2 stars or 3 stars on the account of him saying that it's not very often, but that's like, yeah, you have to count with that. Okay, so anyway, let's just go over how this thing works. So basically you have these balls, and there is 5 different colors of balls: blue, green, purple, orange and red. And when you get a ball like this, you can either claim it, which is basically instantly going to give you these 12 blue bunnies. In this case, it's bunnies. It used to be lilies in the past and so on. And then you can, again for 60 gems, you can make it again. And yeah, once you already have a ball here, you can either upgrade it with premium gacha, which basically costs 60 gems on 1 star, then it costs more on the higher stars, depending how many stars it's on. It's 60, 170, 510, 1500, 300, 4400, and 8800. And basically, every time you fail, every time you try it, you can fail. You've got only 20% chance, right? Because there is 5 colors. And after you fail 2 times, the 3rd time is a guaranteed success. And as you can see, I basically paid 4 times as much to get 3 times the rewards in this case. And it's a little bit, it's a bit, yeah, anyway. So what I'm gonna just claim it to show you more stuff. And basically you can, again, I do a spin again, and you can do a free gacha as well. When you do a free one, if you fail, the level is going to decrease. So if you're gonna fail from, or you can get lucky and you can get it for free. Okay, so that was nice. I'm just gonna claim it instead of failing it again. So I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna do a free gacha, but you shouldn't really do them, and I'm gonna show you why. Because if you fail, it degrades to 0 and you get only 3 bunnies. So yeah, you basically paid 60 for 3 bunnies 80% of the time. So that's not really good, right? Anyways, more on that later in a more proper like math breakdown video. So there is two general ways to do this. So basically, if you can do just for 60 gems, and then you do 12 bunnies, and you just claim it, and you do this all the time. And it might look like you are getting 12 bunnies per 60 gems, but in reality you are getting, if I remember it correctly from when I counted it before, you are getting 17.9. Something like that, around 18. And the reason is this. As you see, I just got a 3-star gacha, which is 108 bunnies, for the same price. I got 108 for 60 gems, which happens around once every... It happens around it's 1 every 2%. No, sorry, once every 1%. So basically that means that it increases, that increases the average that you get for the for each try for 60 gems. So and basically whenever you get the same color, you can always get 1 to 3 stars, and so it's going to increase your current stars by 1 to 3 stars. So if you do it, if you always claim it on after the first try for the 60 gems, it basically means that you need, I'm not sure right now, but this is gonna be a wild guess, okay? I don't remember the actual numbers, but it's gonna be maybe like 25,000 gems on average to get enough of blue bunnies that you can get your 240 golden bunnies to get the skin guaranteed. So you need to get like, you know, basically because you can change the bunnies. You can see here. You can get up to 300 golden bunnies by changing blue bunnies into gold bunnies. And you actually get, you know, a little bit, you actually get, so that's like how you can do it do it with a guarantee that you never risk that you are going to lose your gems that you already paid and stuff like that, or that you are going to be unlucky, because when you do this, you can get unlucky, as you saw before, and you can just you know, you might, it might always take you 3 times. So basically, that's the other way to do it. You can basically try your luck, and if you want to gamble, you can try to upgrade it all the way to 7 stars. And if you do make it to 7 stars, you are going to get you're going to get this, and you are going to pick the 300 bunnies, but you can only take these once. And then the next time you have to take, if you got the same color, you have to take like 8.75 thousand blue ones, which is a little bit worse. But basically that means that if you are trying to do a lot from the gacha, if you want these other things from the exchange store, there is, you know, you can get like a lot of components. You can get for another 300 or 297 to be precise, you can get another 99 components, which, you know, might be interesting for you depending on your level of on the place where your account is, and your server is. However, you're basically paying 1.5 gold shards for each of these. Although yes, it depends. Like, it depends wildly, like the value of these things on how old your server is and so on. So basically, if you're trying to RNG it, if you get super lucky, you can get it for just a few thousand gems, okay? Because you can instantly get a 3-star for 60 gems. And then from the 3 stars, you can get it to 5 stars or even 4 stars. Yeah, you can even do it even cheaper. You can get it to 2 stars, then from 2 to 4, and then from 4 all the way to 7. So if you basically get super lucky, you will pay 60. Then you will pay 60 again, get to 2 stars. And even though it might not seem like the luckiest thing, but that's actually the best thing. And then so you are paying 120, 60 plus 60, 120, plus 170 is 290. And then you are gonna be on 4 stars, and there for another 1500 you can get all the way to 7 stars. So if you are super lucky, you can get the whole thing for 1820, if I remember it correctly, right? 1820 gems for the whole thing that you are going to get all the way to 7 stars, and claim those 300 gold bunnies and use them to buy, the skin. There is currently no March queue here, it seems. The last time, this is actually the same skins. This is the same city skins, base skins, as they were the first time I did my gacha when I was a complete noob. But however, then there was also a selector for March skins, so I don't know why they are not there. Maybe because we now have the Selena event to get our March Q skin for free. Anyway, yeah, and yeah, so basically, yeah, there's these things here, and when you get these blue bunnies from the safer way, as I said, you then exchange them into the gold ones that you can then spend there. Or you can buy these things here directly, but it's a little bit worse, okay? Because it's better to change 30 blue bunnies into gold ones, and then basically you're paying 60 blue bunnies per orange universal shards. That's what maybe a lot of the other people might want to do if they are not trying to go all the way for the skins. And actually, there is another thing about this gacha, which is that it's actually a bit better than other gachas sometimes, because at least for the next few days, you have got overlapping gem gift and gacha for 4 days. You've got 4 days basically to do this gacha, because then you will be doing it outside of gem gift, so you don't really want that necessarily. And also, I think in 4 days there is probably gonna be flippy cards, right after gem gift. Although I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think that's how it was last month, right? So anyway, and that's actually the cheapest way to get the gold shards, if you know what I mean, because yeah, if you do the math here, Here you are basically gonna be paying like if you go the guaranteed way. I'm sorry, this is turning into a little bit of a math breakdown again. But basically, if you go the guaranteed way, you are gonna be paying around, don't take my word for it precisely, between 200 and 240 gems for the 60 bunnies you are gonna need to turn into these shards, and that's actually not even good, okay? Because if you compare it to the flippy cards, you can actually get orange universal shards in flippy cards for half, pretty much. So yeah. Anyway, I'm wondering if there is anything else important that I wanted to say here. I don't really think there is. So anyway. Oh, maybe one more thing. You can actually get these things here if you want to. Like basically, when you get from 3 to 7 stars balls, you can pick between two rewards. You can either pick the general bunnies that you can change into the stuff in the store, or you can pick some specific things, but they are not really necessarily worth it, okay? Because usually, if you look at this, basically here you would be paying more than 60, okay? You'll be paying more than 60 to get Bellevue shards. Why would you do that? You can just get, you can just get orange shards and instead use, these to upgrade your Bellevue, and you don't really need to. These heroes aren't good enough for you to actually want their specific shards, unless you are on a very new server and you don't have them yet, and you have gems, but you don't want to spend real money because there is other ways to get them for real money and stuff. These specific heroes. One thing I want to check is actually the skill research cards. How much are they in the exchange store? And because they should be here as well. Yes, they are here as well. And here they actually cost 6. Okay, so that might be the only thing. I actually thought about this last time already, I think. This might be the only thing where it might actually be worth it. If you get a 3-star gacha, and you don't need the bunnies, to actually get the skin and so on, if you don't want the skin or etc. Or if you know that you don't have enough gems for the skin, you can take these skill research cards if you want them, okay? They are basically here, they are the only reward which is better than taking the bunnies and then exchanging it in the store. On another note, I completely spaced out before on one thing, and that is that if you get lucky, you can get the gacha in the RNG way for less than 2000, I mean the skin for less than 2000. However, you might also end up paying like 45,000, which is basically, if you get unlucky instead, the most unlucky you can get, you are going to have to pay each of these things 3 times. So that's gonna be, 3 times each of these numbers. So just the 3 times from 6-star to 7-star is basically gonna cost you like 26,400 to be precise. And then you add another 13,000 for the 5 stars upgrade, and you are on 30. It's like what, 37,000, 38,000 almost, with the added things. And then you're gonna add another 4.5, and basically you end up paying over 40,000. You end up paying almost 45,000 if you get unlucky, which is basically what tends to happen to me when I tried it. For instance, the first time I think I paid like almost 40,000 for my CVN skin. And at that point, it might not even be worth it, to be honest, because let's look at these skins, okay? If we look at these skins, they are not that strong compared to other skins. If you look at like the best skins in the game, they are gonna be way better. And there is actually some other skins like this one, which are also, also pretty decent, and it was for free. And yeah, it's probably not gonna come for free again, this same one, but maybe another one will. But actually, another thing is though that I actually tested this some time ago, and for some reason, the CVN was giving me 3 times the damage increase of the Golden Pavilion. So it was giving me 3 times instead of, 2 times, or 1.5 times actually it should be. So for some reason, the Navy attack bonus here, the 15%, is counting twice more damage of actual shots in a battle that I tried than the all unit attack bonus here. So keep that in mind, I guess. And yeah. And this is the other skin, the Frost City. And this thing is actually pretty decent, and I saw some people use it, but I myself never really wanted it, to be honest. But yes, like 15% damage decrease when defending the base is sort of decent. But there is still, you know, there is just still other better things, I think, in you know, because this is just for defending then, and like, what's the point really? You don't really wanna get your base hit anyways. Without the shield, right? You don't want to leave your base without shield really, or you know, like, you know what I mean. Most of the time you don't want to be hit anyway. You are going to be trying to avoid the hits, and you are want to be dishing out your hits, for which you are gonna need some other skins. So yeah, like, it's, you know, not that great in my personal opinion. But at the same time, it's better than I used to think, because 15% damage decrease is a lot, okay? That's like, it could be like, for instance, like 75% HP, okay? All HP, so that's pretty decent. But only when defending. And yes, this video is getting really hella long, so anyway. And it's considering that I'll have to make make it a second time, once I actually do remake my spreadsheet. That's gonna be, yeah. Okay, well, my bad, I guess. Maybe I'll just link the spreadsheet to you guys in the comments, maybe. And you can take that yourself instead of me making another video on this. But maybe I'll try. I'll see in the next, you know, few hours or days, because I originally was supposed to be leaving right now for a date already, so never mind that. And you see what I sacrifice for you guys. That sucks. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I think when I'm looking at this, and with all the new events, because when I was first doing this, this was actually pretty decent. This was a decent way to get the orange universal shards. It was like for around 200 gems, and you're guaranteed if you're going the safe way. And yeah, like, it wasn't that bad. Nowadays, with all the other things we have and other ways to get it, I think it's maybe not worth it anymore, basically. What I was saying before was that the formation manual here is for one and a half orange shards, but it's actually for one orange shard. So this is actually better than the SVS store. So this is actually a good way. This is actually a pretty good way to get these assault formation manuals if you want them. So yeah, you should maybe do that if you want them, to be honest. I think that might actually be the best thing to buy, to be honest. Anyways, I hope that this video is going to be helpful for you. I will try to make it again and make it maybe I'll try make it a bit more scripted and make it a bit better when I have the time and quiet and, you know, like, the space to do so. So until then, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, I'm begging you. It's just, you know, it's basically the only way that you can currently support me, and it doesn't cost you anything. And yeah, until next time, have a wonderful day.